This is a Mega Metagross team that I used to reach 1500 elo, which is top 100 in pre-champions ladder, which this team is very fun to play, I think, because of the Mega Metagross literally like kind of broken. Okay, so firstly we'll talk about the Metagross. The moveset is free attack and protect, which is the normal one. Heavy slam and psychic fang is basically force, but then the bullet punch, sometimes I see people running maybe like stomping tantrum. I personally might look at power up punch, which it recently learned in ZA, which we expect might learn because this team has a really bad matchup into King Gambit, which is mostly because of the second Pokemon Incineroar, which supposedly had the best matchup due to the Flare Blitz. But of course Intimidate will give the King Gambit and Define boost, which is not ideal in this sense. But like yeah, it's just Assault first Incineroar, just do Incineroar things. It's just like tank attack and like just hit back hard. And yeah, there's Pelipper, which is helping in rain. I'm running a Mystic Water on Pelipper because I felt like it boosts the weatherboard damage. With the I'm fully invested in defense, and there's like the special attack is kind of low, but weatherboard plus Mystic Water will become 50 times 2 is 100, and then plus the 20 is 120, which is the same base power as I believe where is it Hydro. It's a even hit harder than Hydro Pump here, but. And then there's no Protect on this, but there's Hurricane. I was running Protect for a bit, but I felt like I might want like more different type attacks on Pelipper because of the Milotic. This is the Hypnosis coil set, which I think is running a lot nowadays. But yeah, because of the only running Muddy Water, if I have Pelipper and Milotic, there would be only Water attack, which is like kind of not ideal. I thought of running Sharp Beak Hurricane as well, which is also like disgusting at some point. But like, Pelipper basically is used for a Terra and a Wild Guard support. That's basically it. And yeah, Superior. This is a very weird set. It's Glare and Taunt, which I wanted a Taunt on a grass type to bypass air signatures because of there's like not much follow me Pokemon in this meta, but there's like a lot of Rage Powder, like mostly signature. But then yeah, this Taunt will bypass it because grass type doesn't get affected by powder move. And then there's a Glare, which is mostly used for a Dozo-Giri matchup because of the 181 speed, which basically outspeed most of the Dondozo if they're not fully invested in speed. And what you can do is actually just glare it and then paralyze half the speed, and then you go to a Milotic with Haze. And then yeah, you basically have like an excellent matchup into Dozo-Giri. What you can actually do is after that turn 1, and then turn 2 you Leaf Storm the Dondozo and then coil Milotic, and then the next turn afterwards you Leaf Storm again into the Dondozo, and then you Hypnosis the Tatsugiri. So even if the Giri is scarfed, it still can't attack before the Superior. And then the last one to round out the team is Komo-O, which is basically here used for Aura Sphere, which I talked about, the bad matchup in King Gambit. I didn't run full special attack because I just want some more bulk on this thing, but like I know mostly they run a body press iron defense, but I felt like it's too invested in defense. I don't actually need that. I want like some clanging scales and throat spray, which is like kind of like helpful with the clang scale being hitting both target and clangers. So of course, just I might change that later to that other moves if I need, because this literally get walled by like I would say like like well pheromones like Gardevoir or Sylveon, like some of them's running around a bit more, but like mostly it's Primarina. But then yeah, Soundproof just help with like Perish Trap if there's some Mega Gengar running around, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, like this team is perfectly well rounded around, but yeah, Superior is the kind of the cheesy one in here with the Glare Taunt and Cloak, while other thing is like basically standard. And yeah, this team is very balanced and very fun if you know how to switch around and stuff like that.